உடலோடு உயிர் தந்து உணர்வோடு மொழி தந்து உலகெங்கும் உயிர்ப்பானவன். புவி தந்து மலை தந்து கடல் தந்து நதி தந்து முகிலாகி மழையானவன். நித்யானந்த வயமானவன், நித்யானந்த வயமானவன். ஈரேழு 14 உலகத்தை ஆட்கொண்டு எமையாளும் நடுநாயகன். இதமான தென்றலாய் இடியோடு மின்னலாய் புவி மீது புயலானவன். நித்யானந்த வயமானவன், நித்யானந்த வயமானவன். முதலாகி முடிவாகி மூச்சாகி பேச்சாகி முத்தமிழ் வித்தானவன். முளையாகி இலையாகி பிஞ்சாகி காயாகி பிரபஞ்ச கனியானவன். நித்யானந்த வயமானவன், நித்யானந்த வயமானவன். மலர் தந்து மணம் தந்து மகரந்த கனி தந்து மறைநூல்கள் பல தந்தவன். தேயாத கதிருக்கும் தேகின்ற நிலவு விண்மீனுக்கும் ஒளி தந்தவன். நித்யானந்த வயமானவன், நித்யானந்த வயமானவன்.
Nithyanandam. When I came to this program, I had come with a very open mind. I was like a sponge ready to absorb whatever was being poured onto me. But what I got within day 2 and 3 was something that I can't even imagine. The power of the third eye awakening. Initially when it started, I thought that this is something that is beyond me. But then, as Devi puts it, drop it onto the feet of Mahadeva. That's exactly what I did, and I started visualizing. The visualization was so amazing that I could see images of what I was reading, which I realized much later. An entire trick, if I may use that word, was, how do I convert that visualization to intuition? And for that, you had to be blessed. And that's when I realized that indeed I am blessed by Mahadeva to convert those visualization into intuition and then see them in actual words. It's the most illogical process that I've ever come across. If I apply your logic in terms of step 1, step 2, step 3, I think never in this lifetime of mine I could have done blindfold reading. But what was most exciting is when I was able to visualize, and then the intuitiveness part of me was able to convert those visualization to words. It was absolutely exciting. I knew one thing very, very clearly, that this is not me who was doing it. It was Mahadeva, it was Swami who was doing it. I was just the medium. I was just the medium. When I went to Swami to take the selfie, because we were privileged to have a selfie with Swami when we were able to read, he told me one thing which is absolutely etched in my mind, that the entire objective of having this power is not just to read what is written, but to have the forethought and use it. And when you are one amongst 10 people in a room, you will have that ability to have that foresight, to know what is to be done in terms of a decision or in terms of understanding where the person is coming from. And yesterday he made a very important statement that 98% of what is there unknown within us is what we need to explore, and he has opened up. I truly believe that has been opened up. Thank you very much, Swami. Thank you very much. I'm blessed.
Nithyanandoham for us started on day 0. We were one of the fortunate 300 that registered first and were able to spend half a day with Swamiji on the beach doing selfies. Immediately during the selfie session, he said, let's initiate the kids. All kids under 18 get initiated into third eye reading. And both my kids were immediately able to read. So that was amazing, amazing experience. And then during one of the mandala processes, when Swamiji was initiating everybody into the bio memory initiation, my older daughter was enjoying Mahadeva, Sadashiva. She was seeing images of Sadashiva, of Devi. And later, Swamiji expressed that she was enjoying him so vividly and so connected to him that Sadashiva simply entered into my daughter. So that was an amazing experience. So I think coming to any program of Swamiji's as a family is amazing, as now we can all go back together and live as Shivas, as Mahadevas, as Nithyanandas together as a family and continue to explore this together. So everyone who's out there, families, come to Swamiji together as a family and grow together. It's an amazing experience. Thank you, Nithyanandam.
What a wonderful journey it has been. I don't even know where to begin. You know, more than 30 years ago, when I started my spiritual practice, I would just offer a little water, light a lamp, and just chant Shiva's name. And I used to wonder, if Shiva decides to come and appear before me, how would I recognize him? So I used to dwell about this idea for a while, and then I declared, I want to see Shiva in the form of sannyasi. Years rolled by, but so compassionate Sadashiva is, just to keep my declaration true, he came down in the form that I wanted to see him. And my disbelieving mind always kept on doubting and questioning. So finally, what did he do? He picked me up from Seattle, brought me to Phuket, put me into a mandala, he cleaned me up, and made me Sadashiva himself. And I know this is the true story for every one of us. You know, I have read a lot of scriptures, books. For example, one book that comes to my mind is Ramakrishna Kathamrit. It's a book of Ramakrishna's experiences written by a disciple. And he mentioned Nirvikalpa Samadhi. And you know what Nirvikalpa Samadhi means intellectually. But Swamiji gave me experiential understanding of what that is. It is so gratifying, so fulfilling, and no word can be used to express it. And when Swamiji said that experience of love translates in the form of responsibility and enriching, it just flooded me. So I guess, you know, all of us have experienced Swamiji's grace in so many different ways. But at the end of it, it is true. We are all Sadashiva. Nithyanandam.
This is my first IA, or my first Nithyanandoham, and it's been an amazing experience. I first came to know of Swamiji only in September, where I met his Atma Murti. And I felt such a great affinity and so much energy coming from it that I knew I had to be here. However, the only thing where I was two minds about was coming here alone and not sharing this with my family. But subsequently, I decided to take that big leap, sign my mother up, sign my daughter up, and just come for it. But the miracles didn't stop there. My daughter sustained a cracked elbow the day before we flew to Phuket. And when we got here, we were early, and we were lucky to meet Swamiji, who healed her. And we got her cast off within a week, and she was completely fine, instead of being in the cast for 3 weeks. I really look forward to see what other miracles are going to happen in my life. So thank you very much, Swamiji.
First, I express my gratitude to Swamiji, and I thank all of you to make possible this Nithyanandoham 1008 for all of us. Thank you so much. My spiritual journey started in '93, where I remember I used to take harmonium and go in the balcony at 4 o'clock in the morning and start singing Divine Mother. I got a warning also that if you don't stop, I will double your rent because the tenants are leaving and going. So from that time till 2015, I was doing the spiritual practice. Now guess what I realized? That I cannot make it. Only it is to be given. And who has given to all of us? The Lord Mahadeva himself. The living incarnation, Sri Sri Paramahans Nithyananda. We all came from 700 people from different part of the world with different culture, different religion, different thought train. Now we all are going as one. We are all going in oneness. We are all going as a Nithyananda. And when my journey started for attending this Nithyanandoham, I was in double mind. Because I was doing completion, and then, okay, I want to go or not to go. Then with Swamiji's grace, I made it. That is called Nithyanandam Chalo. Then second phase, when we arrived here, it was, I have made it. We have done the selfie with Swamiji. We have a celestial vacation, because they say, okay, vacation. But I don't say it is not a physical world vacation. It is a celestial world vacation, where we just enjoyed completely out of the world. And then now it is Nithyanandam, Nithyanandoham, Khelo. Khelo means play. So now we are all playing in Nithyanandoham, Khelo. So for me, the personal, what was done, that there was a root pattern, which I got it when I was in my mother's womb. It was like a big shock. And I was doing completion, I was doing everything. But now here, everything is gone. Just there was one process where Swamiji was working on a root pattern. I was just sitting. We were sitting in mandala. And I could feel that completely melted, the root pattern. Which was, and then after that, muscle memory, all in completion, bio memory, all in completion, all went. And then Swamiji awakened the God particle within us. So I feel now, earlier I was feeling only joyful, blissful, but when I go home, like powerlessness and the trouble start. But now, I feel I'm a compassionate, ferocious, authentic, powerful being. I am Mahadeva. So I already started playing with Mahadeva. And when I see some struggle coming, I just invoke the Swamiji's presence, Nithyanandoham. And then it just got melted, and I'm feeling light, flying, and in joy. So thank you so much for everything.
I just wanted to share a few of the casual moments that we've had with Swamiji. You know, we're all sitting in the mandala, and he's working on our muscle memory and bio memory and everything. But a lot of it is way over my head. And I know it's working on me, but the things that I'll remember the most are, the sweet moments that we've had with Swamiji. All the participants in this room have selfies with Swamiji. And those of you at home, imagine this. Swamiji, God decided to come down to earth and land in a human body. And he's so loving and so compassionate. And he'll do what it takes to make us happy. And that includes taking selfies with everyone and, going on the beach with everyone. And Swamiji is sitting in the ocean, and we can see the waves crashing over him and the sun setting on the horizon. And he had dinner with us a couple days ago where, 700 of us were eating dinner with Swamiji under the moonlight. So I'm so grateful that Swamiji made Nithyanandoham happen for me and everyone here. So thank you, Swamiji.
Nithyanandam, everyone. This is my third inner awakening. And I just want to share a mystical experience that I had. It was actually during the bioenergy meditation. And Swamiji, he was holding out his hand like this. And I was sitting to the right side of him. And I was thinking to myself, all right, I have never experienced something with my physical eyes where I can see energy itself. And so right at that moment when I was looking at Swamiji, this white energy accumulated in his hand, and you could hear this crackling noise. And that to me was so amazing. It was so powerful. And I was thinking, what is the purpose of me seeing this and experiencing this? And to me, it was simply having that devotion to Swamiji and realizing that even for myself as a youth, being surrounded by these ideas of how I should live and how I should become and how I should grow up, that there is something so much more profound within all of us. And so my life before Swamiji was logical, and now it's magical. And so I'm basically telling all the youth, there's something so much more profound out there beyond all the superficial things. And life is meant to be lived with powers. Thank you, Swamiji, for these blessings. Nithyanandam.
Nithyanandam, it's really my honor to share this story in full gratitude for Swamiji. The day of the Maheshwara Puja of souls being liberated through the grace of Swamiji, and I thought that was the ultimate experience to have in life. And here we are blessed in his presence. We are liberated beings. So we entered into the bio-memory process, and immediately the energy went straight to my third eye, and I was flooded with blue, and it took the form of Sadashiva. And I thought, here it is, it's gonna happen. And yes, I want to be liberated. And I felt just be merged into him, and all my joys and sorrows surrendered at his feet. And it was the most amazing experience. I still get teary-eyed about it. So that was the first experience. And then the second was, 2 days ago, we had the bioenergy meditation. And as we raised our arms and looked into the ceiling, my contact lenses were really bothering me. They were getting dried up. So I took them off, and I started noticing, wait a minute, I'm seeing clearly. I've been wearing glasses since I was 12, 33 years ago. And throughout the day, my eyes kept crossing here and rolling up. And again, every time that happened, I could see clearly. I went to the hotel room, I laid in bed, turned on the TV, there was a tennis game going on. I could see the advertisement alongside the court, the scoreboard, I could see everything in total detail, so grateful. Thank you, Swamiji.